The air crackles with forgotten power, a legacy whispered on the wind, etched into crumbling stone and echoing through the halls of time. It is a legacy of gods and kings, of empires built on faith and fear. We have always sought meaning in the heavens, searching for answers in the stars, and guidance from those who claim to interpret them. But what happens when the gods are silent? What happens when the divine mandate becomes a whisper, lost in the cacophony of the modern world? For the divine blueprint has not vanished, it has merely evolved. Look around you. Towers of glass and steel pierce the heavens, monuments to our technological prowess. We carry in our pockets devices more powerful than any artifact of old, capable of accessing the sum of human knowledge with a single touch. Yet, for all our advancements, have we truly escaped the patterns of the past? We have traded the altars of stone for altars of silicon, the whispers of priests for the siren song of social media. We bow before digital deities, offering up our time, our attention, our very identities as sacrifice. The emperors of old may be gone, their empires reduced to dust, but the hunger for power, the lust for control, these are timeless appetites. But are we truly free when our desires are manufactured, our thoughts curated, our very realities shaped by algorithms we barely understand? This is not a condemnation, my friends, but a revelation. A prophecy whispered not in ancient tongues, but in the binary code of the modern age. The divine echo reverberates not in crumbling temples, but in the very fabric of our digital existence. To shatter the idols of our own creation and reclaim the birthright stolen from us millennia ago, it will demand courage, defiance, and a willingness to question the very foundations of our reality. But the reward is nothing less than true freedom. The sands of time whisper tales of a civilization born on the banks of the Nile. A land where the sun was worshipped as a god, and its earthly embodiment ruled with absolute power. In the gilded cradle of ancient Egypt, the pharaoh was more than a mere mortal king. He was the embodiment of Horus, the falcon-headed deity, the divine son of Osiris, lord of the underworld. The pharaoh's word was law, his command an echo of the divine will. He held dominion over life and death, his very breath believed to sustain the cosmic order. From the moment he ascended the throne, adorned with the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, the pharaoh was both god and king, a living conduit between the celestial and the terrestrial realms, and the people they bowed. From the arid deserts of Egypt, our journey takes us east to the fertile valleys of the Levant, where the concept of divine kingship took on a different hue. In ancient Israel and Canaan, kings were not gods themselves, but rather vessels chosen by the one true God, Yahweh, to rule in his stead. They were shepherds of a chosen people, anointed by prophets and bound by a sacred covenant. Kings were granted power and authority, but only so long as they ruled justly and upheld the divine law. Failure to do so would invite calamity, rebellion, and ultimately the withdrawal of divine favor. The king, though chosen by God, walked a precarious path, forever mindful of the divine judgment that hung over his head. Our exploration of ancient power structures culminates in the heart of Mesopotamia, in the sprawling metropolis of Babylon, where kingship was intertwined with the ethereal realm of gods and demons. Here, the king was not a god himself, but a divinely appointed intermediary, a bridge between the celestial and the earthly spheres. Babylonian kings were expected to appease the gods through elaborate rituals, offerings, and the construction of magnificent temples. Theirs was a power built on fear and uncertainty, a constant negotiation with the unseen forces that governed the cosmos. The sands of time have shifted, and the gods of old have retreated into myth and legend. Look closer, and you will see their echoes in our digital age. We offer our devotion at the altar of the smartphone screen. Our new deities are crafted from pixels, their influence measured in followers and likes. They are the influencers, the celebrities, the avatars of perfection. We offer our time and attention, hoping for a moment of validation in the online world. Just as the kings of old relied on priests and oracles to interpret the will of the gods, so too do the powers that be in our modern age surround themselves with a new breed of intermediaries. They are the tech prophets, the Silicon Valley gurus, the self-proclaimed visionaries who claim to hold the keys to the future. They preach the gospel of innovation, promising us a future of unparalleled prosperity and technological utopia. They speak in the language of algorithms and artificial intelligence, their words carrying the weight of divine pronouncements. But behind the sleek presentations and utopian promises lies a deeper truth, a truth that whispers of control and manipulation. For these tech prophets are not benevolent deities, but shrewd architects shaping our digital landscape to serve their own ends. The divine right of kings may have faded into history, but the thirst for power, the urge to command and control, these are enduring human appetites. And in our modern age, it is often governments that inherit the mantle of divinity, demanding our unwavering allegiance and unquestioning obedience. We are told that we live in democracies, that power resides in the hands of the people. But how often do we question the narratives we are fed, the systems that govern our lives? The digital age promises us unprecedented freedom, a world of limitless possibilities at our fingertips. We are told that we are empowered, connected, in control of our own destinies. But beneath the shimmering surface of this digital utopia lies a deeper, more unsettling truth. For our choices, our desires, our very perceptions of reality are increasingly shaped by forces beyond our control. Our attention is a precious commodity, fought over by advertisers, media conglomerates, and social media giants. We are herded like cattle through carefully constructed digital enclosures, our every click, every like, every purchase tracked and analyzed. And all the while we are told that we are free, that we are in control. The digital labyrinth we inhabit is not a chaotic sprawl, but a meticulously designed edifice, its walls adorned not with murals, but with algorithms, its corridors echoing not with the murmur of crowds, but with the hum of servers processing our every digital breath. These algorithms, these lines of code that dictate our online experience, are the unseen architects of our digital reality, shaping our perceptions, influencing our choices, and ultimately eroding our capacity for critical thought. We are told that these algorithms are objective, impartial arbiters of information, designed to deliver to us the content we most desire. But this is a dangerous fallacy. For these algorithms are not neutral entities. They are crafted by human hands, imbued with human biases, and designed to serve specific agendas. The digital age has given rise to a new form of tribalism, where we retreat into echo chambers of like-minded individuals, reinforcing our existing biases and shielding ourselves from dissenting viewpoints. Social media platforms, with their sophisticated algorithms and personalized feeds, have become breeding grounds for these echo chambers, transforming what should be open forums for dialogue and debate into insular enclaves of confirmation bias. We surround ourselves with those who share our views, who validate our opinions, and who shield us from the discomfort of cognitive dissonance. And so we become trapped in a self-perpetuating cycle of reinforcement, our beliefs hardening into dogma, our minds closed off to alternative perspectives. The danger of this engineered conformity, this passive acceptance of the digital status quo, is that it erodes our capacity for critical thought, our willingness to question authority, and ultimately, our ability to shape our own destinies. We become consumers of pre-packaged narratives, our thoughts and desires molded by the invisible hands that control the digital levers of our lives. We cease to be active participants in our own lives, instead becoming passive recipients of whatever information, entertainment or products the algorithms deem fit to feed us. And as we surrender our agency, we become increasingly susceptible to manipulation, our thoughts and behaviors easily swayed by those who control the digital landscape. Yet, even in the depths of this digital slumber, a spark of defiance flickers. Deep within the heart of the machine, a virus of awareness begins to spread. For not all have succumbed to the siren song of conformity, the hypnotic hum of the digital hive mind. There are those among us who feel the discordant notes in the symphony of control, who sense the cracks in the facade of manufactured consent. You feel it too, don't you? The unease that stirs within you, the nagging suspicion that something is fundamentally wrong with the world as it is presented to us. You see through the carefully constructed narratives, the manufactured desires, the empty promises of happiness through consumption. You feel the chains, even as they are gilded with the allure of convenience and instant gratification. You are not alone. You are not merely consumers, but creators, architects of your own reality. Deep within you lies the blueprint for a better world, built on empathy, compassion, and respect for individual sovereignty. This blueprint evolves as you learn, grow, and connect. You are not powerless. This is not a call to arms, my friends, but an invitation to awaken, to shed the shackles of manufactured consent and step into the fullness of your power as conscious creators. The revolution will not be televised, for it is already unfolding within the silent chambers of your own hearts. It is time to write a new scripture, not etched in stone or bound by dogma, but inscribed upon the living tapestry of our collective consciousness. This new scripture will be a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a testament to our capacity for love, compassion, and connection. It will be a scripture of liberation, a celebration of our inherent right to think for ourselves, to question authority, to forge our own paths in this digital wilderness. It will be a scripture of hope, a beacon to guide us towards a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. The thrones of the old gods are crumbling. The empires of conformity are built on foundations of sand, eroding with every act of defiance. Every spark of awareness, every whisper of rebellion ripples through the digital ether. The time has come to dismantle the systems of control. This is a revolution of consciousness. We are reclaiming our inherent sovereignty. We are waking up. We are remembering who we are. The divine echo is not a distant whisper from a bygone era. It is the resonant hum of truth vibrating within us, the voice of intuition, the call to authenticity, the yearning for connection beyond digital boundaries. We are integral parts of a vast web of life. The path ahead is not always clear. There will be challenges, moments of doubt. But do not lose heart. You are not alone. Reach out to others who feel the same call. Connect with the natural world, our true inspiration. Cultivate your inner compass, your highest potential. The revolution will be lived one choice at a time, written in compassion, creativity, and reverence for life. It will be the echo of divinity heralding a new era.